Oh, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, you know it.
This guy. I can't with you, man.
I know how to count in Spanish too, but the problem was
Oh
it was
man.
moving too fast.
Oh, welcome to the show, folks. Welcome to the show.
Welcome, guys. Oh man.
Hey, that's a good way to start the show.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Yeah. Hey, it's
Yo,
2025. We
2025.
made it.
We
Y'all.
live.
Hey, Happy New Year's, y'all. How y'all doing?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Super good.
Oh
How
yeah.
you feeling?
Oh yeah. I'm loving Bobby's lighting. Like she looks like an official podcaster right now.
Right? Yes, she does.
I'm waiting for her to tell me to go to Patreon real quick.
Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Should go to Patreon.
What you say?
I say you should go to Patreon.
Man,
That's
for
what's
real.
up. Well, hey, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, we are live. Welcome back to episode 35 of Technically Speaking, when we are giving you news
That you
That
can
you
use.
can use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did
Yeah.
y'all bring in the new year?
Bobby, you go ahead. Because mine's was boring. Mine was really boring. I was old man.
I didn't
So
get to
go
really
ahead.
talk about it last week. I guess I was pretty. You know what? I made a 12-pound brisket, 6 pounds of chicken fajitas, sausage wraps, pork riblets. I made sausage wraps and like those little smokies with barbecue sauce, and then I made
Ooh.
Spanish rice, cream
Ooh.
corn, mac and
Ooh.
cheese,
Ooh,
and potato salad.
man, you
That
was
sounds
getting
good.
it in.
I was supposed to be cooking for like 15, 16 people, and 3 of them showed up because a big family fight happened. And so,
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear
man.
that.
I mean, yeah, that sucks, but I'm like, hey, somebody let your girl know. I would not have made that much food. But you know
Yeah.
what? None of it went to waste. I ended up hooking up almost everybody that I work with. I brought, you get a plate. You get a plate. Everybody gets a plate of food.
Open with the plate. You get a plate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
And then I
talking
get, hey, how come they got more mac and cheese than me? I'm like, look, that's just what I did. Okay,
Yeah.
you're welcome. Everybody got free food for the week.
about.
Nice.
I'm saying.
That's what's up, man.
We just did pop fireworks, did a bonfire, because we live out here in the country. You can pop fireworks all year round out here. So, kind of quiet.
Can't go wrong with the fireworks, right?
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
Can you do fireworks, Corey?
we could, but I mean, they pop fireworks from January to December over here in Gardena. So I'm like,
What kind of fireworks?
yeah, no, both. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can really tell the difference, but yeah, it's both. I like when the Dodgers won the World Series.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, they won. I didn't have to go on my phone, YouTube. I just heard from everybody in the neighborhood fireworks going up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did fireworks over here. It was a last minute thing. I was just planning on doing an old man celebration like Corey, man. Actually, I was on the phone with Corey.
Yeah.
I had to work. So, I mean, the fireworks was the last minute thing. The wifey was like, you picking up fireworks? I'm like, I guess I could pick some up on the way home.
You know, it's funny. It's the question that is not really a question. It's like,
yeah,
are you going to go do this? I'm like, I guess I am.
Yeah, that's like an indirect way of saying you're going to pick up fireworks, right?
Look, it is what it is. I'm not even gonna say no. No, if I say, "Are you gonna do this?" It's like, yeah, I'm in. Look, go do this. But I'm gonna say, "Are you?" to make you think that you're making the decision.
Like I got a
choice. You're not.
Yeah, make me feel good. See that? Perfect. That's how it works, man. That's how you make it work. I like that because it made me feel good. I'm like, I guess I'll go pick up. So when I picked them up, I felt like I was the man. I'm like, hey, here's your bag.
Coming in the door. Exactly.
Fireworks, like.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you was open with the fireworks. You get a firework. You get a
firework. So it's funny, man. We did 2 rounds of fireworks. Like we went out because again, we were planning on going to sleep early, because we had things to do. But we went out the first round. Then some people came through and went out again. But see, by then I had been hearing about Mr. and Mrs. Smith on Amazon Prime. I'm like, man, let me check this show out. Yo, I spent the rest of my night. When they went back out for fireworks, I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna watch this Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right? Dude, that show is good. Like, next thing I know, it's like 2:00. I'm like, I need to go to bed. So
that show is good. Donald Glover did his thing.
I'll put it on my list of things to watch. But you know what? Because I was tending the fire all night long. I smelled like smoke. Husband smelled like smoke. Everybody smelled like smoke. And he tried to come and sit on the bed. Said, "No, sir, get up. We ain't going to bed. We are both showering right now. Yeah. Get in the shower. We are not going to lay in bed and feel like
ain't nothing to
like smoke on my pillows. No."
You know, that smoke gets trapped. Damn, because we do bonfires now too. I got myself a nice fire pit, and like one day I was at work at the office. I'm like, why do I smell like smoke? And I'm smelling everything. I looked up and was like, the smell got trapped in my glasses. And I'm like, how the hell do you get that out? I don't know. That's everyone listening. How do you get the smell of smoke out of your glass? Huh?
Vinegar and Dawn. Put in a little vinegar and Dawn bath. That vinegar is known for removing smells.
Dude, vinegar is like that magical juice. It gets rid of everything. Like,
yeah, I heard it gets rid of fat too. I just don't like it. People be like, drink some apple cider and vinegar. Nope.
I put it in the greens.
Oh, I put it in the greens. Oh yeah. You gotta put it in the greens.
So a good remedy that's supposed to like keep you healthy, and I do not stay on it. It's supposed to be like some tea with some honey, lemon, and apple cider vinegar. It sounds good to be healthy. I haven't been doing it. I need to get back on it.
Well, I can tell you anything with lemon. Well, I wouldn't say anything with lemon, but majority of the things with lemon can really and honey knock it out. Those are ancient remedies that's been around since Jesus was in Bethlehem.
Natural.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Huh. You can always say what now?
My sister and I were just talking about this book that they sell, and it's basically, I'm not gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist. I'm just saying, it's how to make remedies with everything that's provided to us in nature. And nowadays, everybody's running to pharmacies and running to go get the next drug prescription and stuff. When really we have all the remedies we need. I'm not going to say it's just laying around, but you might have to go and search for some of this stuff, but you can actually make your own homemade medicines that are probably a whole lot better for your body and organic than anything that they're selling in the stores.
Oh yeah.
You're right.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, you got to think about it. Medicine you. You know what I'm saying? Herbs cure you. It's put here for you and me.
Yeah, man. You got some feedback. Lux Invictus 247 said, yeah, I think he's agreeing with it's better to do stuff the natural way, organic way. I actually do that with what is that? The stuff you put on your chest. I make my own version. I just get peppermint and eucalyptus oil, man. It's the same, but without all the bad chemicals, man. Like, matter of fact, I got some going right now, my diffuser, because I'm getting over a cold. It's that time of year. And dude, you do that, man. You get a pot of boiling water, right? Put like maybe about 5 drops of just some organic eucalyptus oil. Put a towel over your head, man. Inhale it. Ooh, it open you up. Why?
Yeah, I remember people was doing that remedy when COVID first came out, and these people who were like, I'm not getting the shot, and these people are still around today, healthier than most.
Your girl barely gets sick. I never got COVID, never got vaccinated, and I very rarely ever get sick.
Yeah. Eucalyptus for eggs. Shout out for you, Lux Leviticus. That's a dope name, man. I like that. Yeah.
Lux Leviticus.
Hey, what?
Her name is Lux Leviticus.
Lux Invictus. Lux Invictus. Invictus. I read that wrong. Sorry.
It's Invictus.
Invictus. Lux Invictus.
Remember Invictus, Geronimo? Invictus. This is a poem called Invictus. Out of the night that covered me, black as a pit, pole to pole. I think whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul.
Oh, you got a good memory, man.
It's funny because I was like, why are we chanting this? We was 14, 15 years old chanting this. Pledging high school fraternities.
Light undefeated. It's Latin. Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
We getting deep on this thing.
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I wonder if that's something that you could ask Siri about.
So it is. You
Ooh.
can actually.
Siri already know.
Siri probably already knows.
Siri know your mama name. Look, low key, you know what I'm saying? Siri be snooping. We already know about that. And if y'all
Mama's
already
maiden
know,
name, birthplace of your father.
I'm just saying. Real
What's
talk.
going
I'm
on
like,
with
Siri,
Siri, man? That's our first topic for the night.
look, Siri been snooping, and Apple knew it. But here's the problem that I have with this. Okay, Apple, y'all need to listen to me. Okay, so everybody buy y'all products every year, right? Every year. And so you guys agreed to give people, what is it called? Hold on, my car is going off. There you go. So everybody, Apple's agreed to go ahead and pay everybody $20 per device that they had, up to 5 devices, right?
Okay.
But the problem that I have is they go back from 2014 to 2024, right? That's 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
What happened exactly with that?
So Siri, okay, yeah, I guess we need to be more detailed.
Mhm.
So Siri has been caught activating their search technology and grabbing data and sending it to other marketers from the people having their phones next to them. So
I could see that.
so it's like, okay, Siri, this is what you're doing. See, it ain't popping up now that I'm talking about it, and I got like 3 of these devices around me, plus my computer's one too. But you know what I'm saying? It's everybody settled. I mean, Apple was like, okay, we're going to pay $95 million out to everybody who's been affected, in a class action, but only 5 devices and only $20. I'm like, okay, Apple, for real? We only $20 per device. Now, can we do that $20 per device times 10 years? Because if we do that, then it's like, okay, I feel a little justification.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, it's like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? You guys can do better than that. You guys are one of the top trading companies in the world.
Their data's already collected.
Yeah.
So, I mean, here's $100. Now, your passwords may have been given away, or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whatever it is that they possibly sold it to. By then, the damage is already done.
Yeah.
$100. Give me a break.
Give me a new iPhone 17 for, you know what I'm saying, for free.
For my problems, right?
For my problems. But what's y'all take on it?
So I mean, that reminds me of a saying we haven't said in a while, but I gotta bring it back, man. It just reminds me that AI is the new plug.
Yeah, and data's the new drug.
Hey, man. It's been a while since we said that, man.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, I look at Apple, they the pusher. You know what I mean? I'm your pusher man. You know what I mean? Pushing that data. We ain't even know it.
We ain't even know it.
I've been saying that every time you go to do an update. Every single time you go to do an update and you accept those terms and conditions, nobody ever goes and reads any of that. We've talked about that. Nobody goes to read any of that. You may have just given them permission to snoop on you. I'm not saying that's right. I won't condone that, because I think that's overreach. That's overreach on technological levels, overreach on company levels and corporate levels, and on your business, what it is that we're talking about. It truly is. Unless we're putting it out on the internet, by that, go ahead. I'm telling you, that's some crap. That's some absolute crap on their end.
Yep. You got some more feedback from Lux, publicly traded company. Yeah, it's crazy. For every 0-day and 0-click exploit, Android solved the patch already. I'm with you on that. I'm team Android, so I mean,
look, you know what?
Simple solution. Everybody get your iPhones and go get yourself an Android. Simple fix. I'm gonna drop a bomb on that.
Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And that bomb went nowhere because ain't nobody leaving Apple. That ecosystem is key.
They got y'all stuck, boy.
Well, no. So when I worked in sales, I had Android and I had Apple, and my Android phone was a Galaxy, which was my primary phone that I used. And I can say, Android phones were easy to navigate and a lot less data being because you can also put like knock security on there, things like that. Apple, the convenience is what bought me and probably 90% of everybody who use Apple over, right? The fact that you have a phone, a tablet, a watch, a computer, and now you have immersed technology.
Mm-hmm.
All those things are pretty much synced together. So you take a picture with one phone, it's already at your computer at home. So it's the convenience of it all. And we always talk about, you know what I'm saying? That's how they get us. That's how we get got.
And that's how you get caught up too. I remember that. I used to be part of the Apple ecosystem.
Yeah.
I'm not no more.
No.
I'm not. I done got caught up a couple
Yeah.
of times. I mean, back in my player days, you know, what I mean? Back in my prime, I remember getting a text from a main thing, because see what had happened was I forgot about what you just said, that when someone sends you a picture on one device, it also goes to the other device. A picture that was sent to my phone had popped up on my iPad. Yeah.
But in trouble.
That didn't go too good. That didn't go too good. So,
yeah,
man. No more sync devices. I mean, I'm on straight narrow now.
Yeah. You committed.
That's a public service announcement for you players out there. Make sure you know
learn my mistakes.
So what you're saying is, if you're gonna play with an Android, play with the Google Play.
Yeah,
I see it.
Man, but I mean, that's we've been talking about that, man, and that's how we started, man. Data is that it's the drug, man. It's the drug, and I see your point. Like, just $20 up to 5 devices. How much money were they getting from the people, the third parties buying that data?
Yeah, and not to mention, bro, like every year people would drop thousands of dollars for the new tech that they would come out with.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
So they get money from the consumers, and they double dipping by selling the consumers data, and then triple dipping because you buying stuff from the iTunes store, the Apple store.
Apple store, yeah. Because like one of my homeboys, he got this.
They know what they're doing. They're not dumb.
He got this phrase called "These beats ain't free," right? Because he's a producer. I'm like, these apps ain't free. These apps on Android or Apple ain't free, dog. You gotta be able to. I mean, I be like, sign up for the trial, and then literally the next step, cancel the trial. Hey, you got 30 days. I'm like, okay, we go do that.
See, I always get that because I always forget about it, and then next thing I know, a few months later, I'm like, what? Cancel.
But you want to know what else got canceled?
What else got canceled?
That last administration, baby. It looks like it's January 6th, and they certified the votes for Donald Trump, president-elect, and going into it, it's about to be a new regime.
Okay, and he takes over when?
He January 20th. January 20th.
January 20th. So we in the official turnover period.
Yep. We in that what they call we in that smooth transition.
Good job to Vice President Kamala Harris for doing the right thing and not causing any drama. She had a good run. Congratulations to her. I wish her all the best moving forward in her political career, and she certified the election.
Yeah.
Won. Oh, nice.
Yeah, today was the day.
In case you don't know, the vice president certifies the election.
Yes.
You know I don't do politics like that. I did not know. So thank you.
Yeah, she does. So how ironic, right? The person who beat her, she probably the mother.
Nah, she's always.
I don't think she was.
Way,
I mean, at least not out loud. Maybe her is.
I mean, it's human nature. You're gonna feel some kind of way.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, you're gonna feel some kind of way. But at least she did it with decorum. Yes. So I respect that.
Good for her.
So hopefully we see more decorum moving forward. That's all I'm gonna say. And
I got some shade I want to throw in, but I'm not gonna do it.
Hey man, throw the shade because I didn't see a lot of that on dude's first term. I forgot that office was supposed to have decorum. I had to relearn what that was.
Well, here's the thing. My thing is this. I just pray that we all can come together, right? We all can
That's
come
all I
together,
care
no matter
about.
if you're left, right, middle, up, or down. As long as we all come together and be able to make this country great. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, there's a lot of things going on outside the country and in the way the new year started, it was not cool. And we're not gonna roll into that. I know we were going to talk about it.
Actually, you know what? I think we should. You know what? I if y'all don't mind, I think we should because honestly, I know we didn't want to talk about that, but let's keep talking about this. But I
Yeah.
want to talk about that and the need to bring more unity to stop that, man. If y'all
Right.
don't mind.
Well, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at it like this, okay? I think that there's a like there was a terrorist attack in New Orleans, right?
Absolutely.
And then there was an explosive, you know what I'm saying, happening in Vegas. And so much death at the top of the year. That's
Yeah.
not cool. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
cool. Not cool at all.
That's not cool for nobody. Lives were lost. You know what I'm saying? People who expected the start this year, expected to have a great year, are not here. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter what administration is in office, man. People are people, and people
Yeah.
need to heal.
Yeah.
Both of
Oh,
those
you know what
issues
I'm saying?
are unrelated. Both of those incidents are unrelated.
Yeah, both of them are unrelated. But you know what is related? They died.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And some people were affected. Like I know the person inside the. But side note, wasn't it ironic to have a Tesla truck in front of a Trump Tower?
You know, I was
situation?
thinking about that.
I was like,
dude, if I'm on the Tesla marketing team, I'm using that to show you just how safe they are because it was reported that it contained most of the blast because of how it was constructed. Like there
right.
could have been way more damage had that Tesla truck not been constructed the way it was. I'm using that.
True.
I'm using
Yeah,
that on the
fire was
marketing team.
contained to that area, I believe.
Yeah.
And what I'm gonna tell you is this: if I work in valet, I'll quit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
who would have thought it
That
would have been so dangerous working as a valet. Oh hell no! Nah.
So that car pull up, I'm like, I'm on break.
Yeah, damn,
cool.
man.
January 1st, I could tell you what kind of ticked me off was January 1st when I was listening to the live footage and stuff from the police chief there and the New Orleans Police Department. She was talking about what had happened, and then the FBI comes on, no lie, and they're like, "Oh, this isn't a terrorist attack." I'm over here like, wait a second. I'm reading all these red flags. I'm like, this is a straight up terrorist attack. He meant to kill people. And then on top of I don't know. Our media is not the best about giving us all the facts. It's really not. And stuff. So before anybody goes to conclusions, do your research.
Yeah, they had to. So here's the thing: they had to go ahead and play. You know, think about it. There was so much about this situation with United Healthcare that kept spoiling on and going on. We had to find something else to avert our attention. Can I be honest with you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We had and I'm not saying that was God or that was planned, but I mean, I watched a lot of Scandal. I watched a lot of conspiracy theories. I watched a lot of Lioness. You know, I'm gonna keep it real.
With like United Healthcare.
United Healthcare, New Orleans, Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? All these things that's been going on, it makes me just think like, really, like these are things that we would never. Let me just say this: conspiracy started coming. I say within the last the last 2 terms, conspiracy started rising up over and over to the point where you know what I'm saying. It's like.
It's always been here, but now because we have platforms like this that give us more of a voice, now we can share them. It wasn't always like that. So I think the updated technology and what we used to be able to speak to people in different areas of the world now gives us a voice where before it would just be rumors spread amongst people. You have to know that person in order to hear a conspiracy theory, but now it's not like that.
Good point. Man.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, to tie it all together, right? Going into an administration, what can any administration do to kind of like alleviate some of this, man? Like I saw some of the news about the guy that did that in New Orleans. Apparently he's from Texas, so he was like what, a domestic terrorist? It's still a terrorist attack,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
He's former military.
Him
Empire.
too?
Yeah, he was an Army veteran. Yeah,
Damn,
I know. That's why they were wondering, like I was hearing articles, talk about too, like they were wondering if they were related, but those people didn't know each other or anything like that. They were two separate incidents.
Because the other guy in Vegas was what?
A master sergeant.
Ranger or
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, he was special operations, part of missions, and he had sent out an email talking about the war crimes and cover-ups in Afghanistan and different provinces and stuff that had happened and things. Apparently, I don't know, there's a lot happening around that, but when they found him, there was a gunshot to his head. They believe it was self-inflicted, and then I don't know how the Cybertruck came to be in flames. It's something just doesn't
Find a
sound right.
gun.
Yeah,
I don't know,
something
man.
just
I
doesn't sound right.
honestly, and I saw this a lot when I was at Fort Liberty. We got to do a better job with mental health, man. When we send folks out and they come back, I think that's just showing how much we need to take better care of our soldiers, man. All branches, but when we were talking about soldiers here, but we got to do a better job with mental health care, man. When folks come back, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not the professional in that lane, but that's kind of like what was jumping out at me as we're talking about this.
It's not something you talk about whenever you're signing that dotted line. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna serve my country. I'm gonna do all these great things, and then you don't realize you're gonna forever have mental health issues, even if we keep it together, like on the outside. I know you deal with it just like I do. Our PTSD is probably
PTSD is
shitty
bad.
days. I know. I was like, there's really shitty days, and then there's okay days.
I was just talking to a real good friend of mine, man. He's finally starting to go to the VA to get help with his PTSD, but and he has an issue with fireworks because he was telling me that he can't do 4th of July and New Year's because the fireworks makes him think he's back in Afghanistan. So like he wants to go for his weapon because it's taking him back to when he was actually being fired at in Afghanistan. So it's like
those are very real triggers too.
It's real triggers.
Very real triggers.
Yo, because he's like, and he was telling me straight up, like, Geronimo, man, I want to reach for my weapon and go to action. He's like, but I know I'm not supposed to. So like, we definitely need to put a lot of emphasis on making sure we're taking care of our folks when they come back from being out there in the field, man. Yeah, that's I'm picking up on some of that. Also too, maybe some of these games that the media play, because it's very divisive, man. It's very divisive. That doesn't help either. Now you're dealing with a community of people with PTSD, mental issues from serving their country that hasn't been resolved, right? But now you got all this stuff that's stirring a pot that could be triggering these folks, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Creative Native, he's live. He said, why do we all sound like Barry White? Y'all got voice boxes now. We all getting over colds.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Not me. I'm good.
I was sick as hell last week, man. I was watching last week's episode. Y'all, you see me? My fault, y'all. I was sick.
Bro, I promise you, one of those days last week, man, I was so sick, bro. I was like, because I don't like taking medicine. I don't. You know, so I do a little, I do my little doctoring things up, some lemon, honey juice, turmeric, ginger, sea moss drops. I'll be good. That wasn't happening. I was in the bed shivering. My wife was like, you okay? I'm like, no. I was bad, bro. This was like 12 a.m. in the morning, and she got up.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Corey.
Yeah, for real. She got up.
I'm not laughing at you.
No, it's look.
That's not what you're talking about.
Look. At the time, I was like, I don't care. You can laugh at me. You can, you know what I'm saying, record me. Just give me some relief. I had took some Robitussin, and I was like, still like, I got under the cover. I was like, ooh, bruh, it was bad.
Maybe it's just a male thing, and trying to get men to take their butts to the hospital to go see a doctor is like,
go. I go and I taste my medicine. You got
Good,
some.
good to hear that. Not in my house.
You
I'll be
got
all
a
right.
comfort story.
Halfway dying. I'll be all right.
Not me. Look, go ahead, Geronimo. What you
Creative
gonna say?
Native says, "Stop drinking all that Starbucks, fam."
Bruh, you know what?
He talking to you, Corey, because your girl don't drink Starbucks. That thing
You
is
got me.
overrated.
Nah.
Nope.
Hey, I'm actually fasting from Starbucks for the next 21 days.
What? For how
Oh,
many
no.
days?
You're doing your
Yeah.
fasting.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I'm doing
before I
mine.
get there. That's before I
Very
get there. And
nice.
I'm like, because you owe me. I got it. We got it on camera recording. You owe me some Starbucks, sir.
Yeah, we good. We good with the Starbucks when you come. But nah, for real, I was like, dude, I promise you, I was like, man, I'm not about to die. I'm not dying. So I started praying, speaking in tongue. My wife had to go downstairs. She was like, I can't do this. She went downstairs and slept on the couch. I was like, I don't care how long I'm until I fall asleep. And finally, I went to sleep and I woke up. I was like, cool. Got in the shower and I was straight. But real talk, it is the worst.
Our
I
church
was
does
like,
the 21-day fast too. Is that what y'all do?
yeah. Yeah. Daniel's fast.
Okay.
Yeah, Daniel fast? No, we get to pick what fast we're doing.
Mm.
So I have a friend who has a couple different like health issues, so she just fasts strictly from social media, completely
Okay.
gone. Don't open up her phone, nothing.
Okay, yeah. Well, we get the pick too, but me and my wife doing the Daniel's fast, and then I'm incorporating no social media as well,
Oh, okay.
unless it's for this. That's why Geronimo was like, "Hey, man, make sure you do the key." I was like, "Okay, got it." I went on, boom, went back off. Yeah. I even scheduled my posts throughout the whole 21 days, so that way I don't have to worry about being on. Because social media, social media, it gives you a lot of things, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like you get so wrapped up into life, you don't realize that, time is flew by. And you know what I'm saying? Take Demi Moore for instance, right? 62 years old, and this girl just got herself a Golden Globe. So you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Throw some horns on that for Demi. You know what I'm saying? Back in her day, there was no Instagram, there was no Facebook. They probably had, you know what they had? They had Mike. You know who Mike was?
Who's Mike?
MySpace Mike.
Oh no, there wasn't that Tom.
It was Tom.
It was Tom.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Like, Tom.
Sorry.
Tom. He had
well,
that.
maybe Mike. Well, Mike was next face then. Right. He was like, you can't even see me when I do it because my camera's busy. But yeah. But no, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Demi Moore. You know what I'm saying? She did not give up on what she wanted to do. And Demi went ahead and got that. I mean, after 30 years of acting, you know what I'm saying? It's not too late. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not too late. And I like to tell people, it's not, if it's not your time, it's not your time, but don't wait. I mean, don't hate on the next person, because when it is your time, it's gonna be perfect. Everything's gonna be worth it. You know, Demi Moore, 62 years old. You know what I'm saying? She got the Golden Globe. I bet you that, and not only that, she's gonna get more work. And with her getting more work, people are gonna consider the fact that, one, she's older, so they're gonna probably give her light work. But she's still gonna get that.
She's gonna have great roles ahead of her.
Yeah, sure you know what I'm saying? She probably even do voiceover work, which is even better, because that way you ain't gotta get dressed. You can just go ahead and roll over and turn on the computer and just read some scripts and then go back over. Roll over and read this.
I mean, looking good at 62 though.
Of course, you know, Demi Moore wasn't and Ashton Kutcher dating at one point in time.
I believe so.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, and Bruce Willis was with her too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, it's Cougar season all year round.
Die hard Bruce Willis. You know, at one point in time, he was America's sexiest man.
Who, Bruce Willis?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. No Diddy. I mean, I'm not speaking for myself, but I can understand from back then. Die Hard in that day, I can see that. I can see that.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Yep.
Yeah,
I can see that. I mean,
Demi Moore's really pretty.
She is. I think she's vegan.
She got money. That's what it is. You could look good when you got the money. You could be in.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I was like, hold on, these people in Hollywood that clearly don't look their age. They got access
women type.
We don't.
Okay.
No, real talk. When I get my first million, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get LeBron James meal plan. Whatever meal plan he got, I want. Because that brother, man, is 40 years old and he's still ticking and clicking. So I want the Demi Moore LeBron James meal plan. I'm calling. That's on my vision board. That's on my vision board.
Oh, it's
Speaking of
not the
vision
vision
board,
board.
Hey, would you say you said Demi Moore probably had a vision board, huh?
yeah, of course she did. And she probably had that Golden Globe set up on there for 20, 30
On
years.
that dang.
And boom.
What is a vision board?
Okay. Glad you asked, because you know what I'm saying, I do them all the time, right? You know what I'm saying? So a vision board is something that you want to manifest within the time frame um of the year. Most people do their vision boards at the top of the year. Some people do a vision board when they feel like they're in the next stage of their life, like their birthday. Because me personally, I did a vision board. My last vision board that I did was 2 years ago. And funny enough, I looked on the vision board and I was like, wow, these things happen. And see, you don't look at it, and you don't, some people don't look at it. That's why I created something, um, a manifestation journal. Yeah, your boy did that.
Hey,
And what it
let's
is
go.
you write
Tell
the
us about
vision
this
down, you make it
manifestation.
plain.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you go ahead and you give it to somebody, or you just read it out loud to people. The thing about it is, writing makes it real, right? And if you don't write it, then it's just a thought. But when it's a release on the paper, it has to manifest in the form of some way or the other. Now, the onus is upon you to make sure that you keep at it. So, like a vision board, right? Canva has a good way of doing it, but I'm not gonna be the only one talking about these vision boards, because we know Bobby, you know what I'm saying, owner of Patriot Restorations, probably got some vision boards for her business. So Bobby, talk to us. I want to be the one talking all the time.
What's your take on what a vision board is, man?
So a vision board is just it's a snapshot. It's a snapshot of what you want something to look like, whether it be a certain amount of I don't want to say items, because then that kind of sounds materialistic, but what you look for. You can have a vision, like as far as my company in the next 5 to 10 years. I want my company to have like 10 employees. And this is something that we have to gradually work towards as you continue to stay in business, as you continue to build your brand and do a marketing, and all that lovely stuff. How you don't make it, you don't be successful overnight, right? There's going to be that struggle, that sacrifice
Mhm.
that comes involved with it, that time invested, money invested. And so that's kind of part of the Patriot Restoration's vision board. Maybe even throw a couple more trucks on there, because that stuff, throw a couple more trucks, throw more equipment on there. All that stuff costs money. And so what are we going to be doing in order to make that vision no longer be a vision and make that vision a reality and stuff? So that kind of is what my idea is, what that looks like. What's a snapshot of what you want something to look like? And I say 5 to 10 years because I think that's realistic. I think when you make a vision board, you want to be realistic in the moment and say, yes, this is something I want to look forward to. But are you going to be 21 years old working at McDonald's being like, yeah, give me that mansion this year? Like, that's probably not going to happen. Let's be realistic. Let's move into, what your first apartment looks like, and make sure that
Yeah, yeah.
those are give yourself something realistic. As you
Yeah,
continue to grow in your career and grow in life and mature, your visions are going to change. And just understand that your vision is going to change. Look,
True.
who I am today, I wasn't the same person 7 or 8 years ago. If you would have told me like, hey, you're gonna want a cow so badly, I've been like, you're out of your mind. And now I'm over here drama queen. I'm like, babe, I don't think I can live without this cow. I want this cow so bad. Like 7 years ago, I was like, oh my god, you just lost your damn mind telling me something like that. But no, my vision has changed. I feel like
yeah.
I've gotten more vision in the last couple of years. Things that I wasn't seeing, and now I'm manifesting them. And we've actually accomplished two of my visions just this
Nice.
past year.
Nice.
Hey, congratulations.
Hey, but
Congrats
I'm lucky.
on that.
I'm lucky. My husband does a lot of stuff, and so I visioned what I want something to look like in our backyard. Geronimo's been to my house, so he knows that whole spot where my big giant fire pit is and all the lights that are around it. That big um like concrete sitting area that we're in. That was a vision.
Nice.
That was a part of the vision. All of the the custom wood stuff that we have done in my home. Like all of that was part of a vision that I had, and making it happen, manifesting those things and just making them happen.
So what
That's
I'm
dope.
picking up on, it's a tool you could use to manifest what your goals are, the vision, right? I heard
I actually got mine pulled up. If y'all want to see,
I do.
can show you something.
show
Drama,
that
if you have
thing.
yours, I'd like to see yours too.
Okay, let me go ahead and show you something. Don,
He
look, I'm
already knows. So
Mhm.
Which one?
I said you call first dibs.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm
Let's see yours,
saying.
Corey.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, this is something that I put on Canva. So right now, you know what I'm saying. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
I can. It's a
All
little
right,
small,
so-
but I can see it.
Yeah. There's a way I can zoom in.
I'm gonna switch screens
Vision board 2025.
so I could blow it up.
Yeah.
Let me see.
So there we go. So you know what I'm saying. You always got to get the relationship right with God. You know what I'm saying. And y'all know I'm a big fluffy
Okay.
baby. So trying to get better. You know what I'm saying. Got to get better health. You got to get stronger. You know what I'm saying. Have a community of like-minded individuals. You know what I'm saying. That's growing. You know what I'm saying. Have 50K in each bank account because you know we got a couple of them. You know what I'm saying. Successful business. Better relationship with my family, of course. You know what I'm saying. Multi-millionaire, that has to be on there. That's going to stay on there till it happens. And when it happens, then it's going to be multi-billionaire.
That's right.
And, all YouTube channels, 10,000 subscribers. I can't be greedy. I need all my team to technically.
Hey, that's what's up.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Debt free, complete debt free. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go on a family cruise. Of course, better relationship with my wife. You know what I'm saying? You can always improve that. Let me go ahead and improve.
Yes.
Improve
Yes, word. You can.
Yes.
And then
I feel you on that.
For real. And look right here. This right here, this is for everybody in the technically speaking community. 20,000 brand deal partnerships. So just in case if you didn't hear it at the top and you ain't gonna hear it at the bottom, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Technically Speaking News channel. All right. Of course, you know what I'm saying, gotta lose some weight. There we go. You know what I'm saying? I think if I lose 80 pounds, then I can be that America's Top model that I was planning on being back in the early days. But for now, you know what I'm saying? That's my vision board.
I like it. I like
Good job, Corey.
And you know what? You know what I'm saying? I made a couple more because it got so much fun doing it. I made like a money vision board. Y'all want to see that one?
Oh yeah,
that one's just vain. That's just so vain.
You know vain, materialistic, sir.
Super materialistic.
Hey, some people's vision, that do you. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you into materialistic things, make yourself a materialistic vision board. It's on you.
So check it out. Whatever you know what I'm saying? We got the wealth tree, we got the equity bag, we got the profit dollars, we got the cash money, we got the income coming in, the earnings, the capital, and the currency. And guess what? We gonna put that bad boy on the shirt.
Hey, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Look. I didn't even know you could order shirts on Canva.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
But they too damn high. Canva too high.
I wonder what kind of shirts they use.
The same kind of shirts we use. Yeah.
Well, I'll share mine. Mine is outdated. When was the last time I made? I probably made this.
You're a young airman.
No, not that. This I probably made this about maybe 4 or 5 years ago because I'm looking at it. I accomplished a couple of things on here. It wasn't that much. I'm a very simple dude, man. Like, so I'll show it. I do mine old school. I still cut out pictures. You know what I mean? Family's still important. This is before I had the baby. So I have my and they're much older now. Those guys.
But you got that house on there.
I mean, it's not that big, but you know, I was ambitious. I was ambitious.
It's still to come. It's still to come.
I did get the house. That represents a garden because I always wanted a garden. Y'all saw my first jalapeno growing.
Yeah, you got the jalapeno, man.
I got a tomato plant he's shooting up there now, man. I got a peach tree that survived. The other one, I don't know if it's still alive. We'll find out in spring. This actually represented that I wanted to get into real estate. So this was something I was thinking about like 5 years ago, and I'm actually stepping out into that right now. And then I like to dress nice, man. That just represented the fashion. You know what I mean? I gotta have nice bread and whatnot. Now
it matches the shirt you got on, bro.
I know it sure does.
I look good in blue, baby. You know what I mean?
There you go. There you go.
And this one here, what was this? I think this was the Aston Martin SUV. I used to want the Aston Martin SUV. But I never got the Aston Martin SUV. I did have a Tesla for a while. And I was happy with that. So, and it was the same color. I think it was a little bit cheaper, but I got that out of my blood. You know what I mean? And then right here, I read a couple of self-development books, but basically it was saying how you have to put a value on your time. And like my ultimate long-term goal is to have residual income of at least $20,000 a month. And that breaks down to $120 per hour. So like, I remember when I put this on here, my vision was my time is worth $120 an hour. And I want to break that down because like certain things I just don't do. Like if it comes to like plumbing stuff at home, I won't do it because if a plumber charges like say $50 or $70 an hour and I try to do it, I'm not a plumber. I'm going to have to take the time to learn how to do that. I'm wasting time doing a $50 to $70 hour job when my time is worth $120 an hour. It's more cost efficient for me to pay someone to do a $70 an hour job so I can focus on getting better at my $120 hour talent. You know what I mean? I'm looking at this and I'm remembering, I'm like, and I'm not that far off from that. Well, I don't have residual. I have to still work on making it residual. But now I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, it's a good reminder that that I want to share that too, man, because I know a lot of people are DIYers. But one thing that I learned in my journey is the power of leverage, right? And you taught me this too a long time ago, Corey, where it's two ways to pay for things. You either pay with time or you pay with money. Most people that don't have the money pay with time. People that don't have the time but got the money pay with money. Something to think about though, but that's important to me because like you, I got the family on here. In order for me to be able to maximize my time with the family, I gotta remember, and I'm not gonna do a $50 an hour job. I'm gonna pay the people that can, who like it, that are good at it. You know what I mean? So I can take that time and spend that with the family.
With my family.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's actually still good, still relevant. I just need to do some updates. But yeah, I think I did this one New Year's 5 years ago, man.
Don't you just love rediscovering something?
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I had that moment.
I'm like, how old you were back then, and be like, dang, I was adventurous back then. I'm still am. So I still am. Bro.
I don't need to ask
Bobby. Come on, break it down. I know Bobby probably got yours now, Bobby.
What? What you asked me? Both of you were talking at the same time.
Show us that big old vision board.
Creative Native said, "Now I need a father of 5 minivan." Nah, man, I got the Expedition, dog.
Yeah, I got that.
I put them all pimping.
18, baby. 18.
No minivans in our family. We do all big ass. Ain't no minivans.
I mean, I'll be down for the minivan, but I just once you ride in that Expedition, dog, ain't no going back. I'm just
who you telling? Like I feel like I'm the king of the road or some sort. Because with cars like side on, I be like, "What you doing?"
I had a big Chevy Suburban, and it kind of felt.
You get in the car, I'm like, "Oh, they eat
kind of sit up high."
Yeah, you sit up high.
So when you're looking down, you're like, "What's up, little folk?" You know.
Yeah. How's the weather down there?
It's nice up here in my warm leather seats and my good old
Hey, I'm saying.
So where's your vision board, Bobby? You got something you can share?
Not physically, not like y'all.
You got a digital one?
Not one that I can share.
No,
I got stuff happening in my head. But you know what? I'm already working towards one of those visions like next week.
Okay.
Well, you know, Bobby, me and you are scripture willing people. So you know what I'm saying? Write the vision down, make it plain.
But I like what you did on Canva. Being able to, I think, put it on paper, visualize what it is that you're doing. I think this is part of what I don't want to
Conceptualize.
use the word. I don't want to use a word similar to a resolution, but you're trying to bring what that vision, what those goals are going to look like.
Yeah.
You do have to write it down. Do put it on paper. Make that manifestation journal. I have a dream journal, and I
Oh
keep that.
yeah.
Keep
Nice.
that because there's times where I wake up, I'm like, man,
Is it
I know that.
physical or digital?
No, it's digital. It's
Okay.
physical. I don't have the time to write down. I open up my notes on my phone and I'm speaking into my notes. I'm serious. I'm speaking into my notes as I'm remembering it. I
I
feel
don't
like
know if
if
y'all can see that. Probably
no,
can't.
mm-mm,
But I
too
made
bright.
my dream board my screensaver.
Oh, that's a
Ooh.
cool idea.
So I see it
Ooh.
every day.
See it every
Nice.
day. Yeah.
Let me ask all this. Because I know there's
Mhm.
conversations and debates on it's better if you write it and physically do it. Like, do you think that makes a difference whether doing it digitally? Like when we're talking about a board or even writing down goals, do you think that actually doing it with your hands, in the physical realm, you think that might sink in a little bit better versus doing it online? And I'm asking for myself, like, because
Okay.
I'm like, how should I do my next one? Should I do it old school and cut the pictures out, or maybe look at doing something on Canva like what you did?
Well, how do you learn?
I learn by doing. Like I a lot of times
I
I'm
do
hands
too.
on.
So sometimes if I'm in the process of writing something down, I feel like in my mind I may end up forgetting something. But if I'm speaking into it, I'm doing it as I'm thinking it as I'm speaking it, but it's different if I'm thinking it and putting it to writing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's different. But being able to reread it after I put it in, I have pretty good memory, I guess. And so as I'm reading it, those words will end up coming back to me.
I
Nice.
got
Words
the
end up coming
perfect.
back
I
to me.
got the perfect answer
But I
for
like
you.
what Corey did, putting it as a screensaver, so you can't ever pick up your phone and be like, "Oh yeah, no, there it is, right in front
That's
of me
the
in my
reminder,
face."
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's all. Remember, these dream boards aren't dreams. These are hold us accountable to make the decisions to make these things
Ooh.
manifest. Right.
Mhm.
Ooh.
And so Geronimo, you
Hit,
go back
hit.
to the hip hop writing the bars down, right?
Okay. Okay.
And how many times did you write something down on paper when you went into the studio and you recorded what you wrote down?
Recorded what? Oh, all the time.
That's the best way for you to do it. It's not
Yeah.
learning something new. It's just
Mhm.
taking what the skill that you already have and
Mm-hmm.
fine tuning it into another area.
A
You
different
know what I'm
maybe
saying?
medium.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because real
Right.
talk, like the only reason why I did mine in Canva is because of the fact that what I'm saying, I'm a digital diverse person. But I can show you my paperwork that I wrote everything down before I even started putting it in Canva because I was like, let me bring some kind of order to it. Because you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. Like if you don't write things down and you just going off the lip, you're gonna forget stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. Freestyling is never the best way to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're doing it in
But
like
I
a
got
group of
bars
cypher.
though. Oh, not that freestyle.
Okay.
My bad. My bad.
If you're in a cipher,
Yo, don't you have something that can help people with writing stuff down?
yeah. That's that 100-day confession manifestation journal. And it's right there in the description of
Mhm.
the show. You
You
know what I'm
don't
saying?
have something that we could show? Like, what does this thing look like, man?
You know what? We actually do. And I'm glad you said that. Let me go ahead and
Because
grab that.
and while you looking that up, we got a comment from Creative Native. He said he wrote down his goals after watching the Denzel interview. Goals not written down are just dreams that are wasted. Ooh, so I'm thinking maybe you could show, our community a tool they could use to write this stuff down, man.
Well, you know
Mhm.
what? Since you said it, I'm like, I guess I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and do that. We're gonna
Do
go ahead
that.
and all right. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio.
Oh, what's this?
You could turn it up.
Oh, it's a manifestation journal. I heard about these. It seems pretty simple.
That's loud to go.
Just write your name so people know who it belongs to, and date the day that you're gonna write your manifestation. It doesn't seem kind of hard at all. What am I going to desire? Oh, And I can add some goals and vision to that too. Take Confession of Manifestation 100-day journal by Poise Alone. Get yours today.
There you go. So that's the
There
truth.
you go.
Description below, man. Get your manifestation journal. Write that stuff down, like Creative Native said, because otherwise, man, it's just dreams that are wasted. We don't want to waste no dreams around here,
We're not
man.
wasting dreams. We're not
Not,
wasting dreams.
not
I
at
heard
all.
that interview with Denzel said that too. It makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. And good point. You brought up back writing music, right? The best way I can remember my lyrics was writing it down because the muscle memory, right?
Muscle memory.
It sticks in. Repetition, 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 repetition is key. Like to tie it in, right? Because looking at this is a constant repetition reminder. Putting it on your screensaver, constant repetition reminder, right? Because we gotta watch what we feed our brains, right? What's the saying? The wolf you feed is the wolf that grows. If you feed the bad wolf, the bad wolf gets fat and happy.
I've never heard that, but I like it.
If you feed the good wolf gets fat, right? So yeah, and this is just a good way of feeding the good wolf. You know what I mean? Yeah. Have you heard that expression before, Bobby?
Not about the wolf, but I mean it comes into like kind of what I don't want to say what you reap is what you sow, but it makes the same.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. If you're putting all your thought and your energy into something bad, you're not gonna necessarily reap a good harvest. But if you can, channel that good energy into something good, well, may have some productivity happening.
Yep.
Creative Native said it's a native proverb, and maybe that's where I know it from. I did grow up going to ceremonies, Apache ceremonies, so maybe that's where I grabbed that from.
Awesome.
So that's what's up. So I mean, and everything starts with the first step, right? It's the beginning of 2025, and what do people typically do at the beginning of the year, Bobby?
So at the beginning of the year, most people, maybe not even all people, but a lot of people get together and they come up with ideas and resolutions. They use the word resolution, but oftentimes I think that word can get skewed, and it can just get I don't want to say used incorrectly because everybody wants to make changes in their life, but I think it's better and probably more realistic just to create what your goals for 2025 look like, which kind of tie into what Corey was saying, which using a vision board, using your dream board. Get together on what your goals look like and see if you can accomplish them maybe on a quarterly basis versus trying to say, oh, I'm gonna give myself this much time, especially when it comes to people wanting to lose weight. I was one of those people. Last year I was like, yeah, I just want to lose 30 pounds, man. I would be so much happier. Well, I started 2024 last year at 248 pounds and I ended it at 183 pounds. I lost 65 pounds for the year of 2024.
Congrats.
And it those type of things they don't happen overnight. It takes some time, it takes some discipline, it takes some strategy, it takes some patience,
salvation, sacrifice,
and a lot of
struggle. The 3 S's.
A lot of struggle.
Hey.
And now I'm actually close down to the weight I was when I joined the military, which is way before I had kids and stuff. So I'm
nice.
There, but now I've run into an issue where I go to my closet and it damn thing fit me.
Don't nothing fit out.
Now I got bags of clothes. I'm
like,
oh, these pants used to look so good on me. Not no more. I mean,
so what is a resolution? What does that mean?
But anyway, a resolution is a change. Although that's what I kind of see it as. It's a change that you want to see in yourself because a resolution could be a bunch of things. It doesn't have to be about weight. You could make a resolution like I did. I'm actually thinking about going back to school to get my cybersecurity degree. That's kind of one of my resolutions, but I don't want to use the word resolution because I feel like it gets kind of tossed around so much. Instead, I'm kind of using that as a goal. And this past week at church, we were talking about what goals look like and everything. And one of the things that I had in my notes was, the quality of your decision determines the quality of your life. And everything gets
yes,
back
I like
to
that.
your decision. So if something has happened in your life, whether good or bad, everything will lead back to a decision. So feeding the good wolf and feeding the bad wolf, those things will grow.
Yeah.
And so we wanna make sure that the decisions we're making are quality decisions because I want a quality outcome. You are a
Yes.
quality individual. You deserve more, you're worth more, but you have to see that for yourself too. So when you vision, make that vision not just for yourself. Man, my pastor called me out on Sunday. He called 5 people from the audience, but because I was in the front row and he knew my name, he's all, "Bobby."
No better
I
than
was like, he's all, "What
that.
do you value?" And without missing a beat, I told him, "I value my time," because I
Mm,
do. But just like you were
Mhm.
saying, I haven't put a financial amount on it, but I'm with you, Geronimo, I'm with
yeah.
you. Like, I hear you saying, "Is this worth my time?" And if I have the money to fix it, that's gonna be that's where I'm gonna spend my money is over there 'cause
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
I get it. I like to DIY, but right now, I'm a busy person,
I
so
ain't
I'm
got
not
the
gonna
Yeah.
time,
be able
cuz.
to do that. I don't have the time for that, but I tell you what, I'll pay you a
Yesterday
little
I
something
ain't
right
had time,
now.
and today I still ain't got time, cuz. I'll just pay you.
Ain't enough time in the day. Ain't
Yep.
enough
No,
You
for
know, and
real.
that's one thing, um, that's a kind of monetary value that you'll never get back. Money, you can make money, you lose
Great, we
money, you
get
can
that
make
back.
it back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Time, no,
Time.
you will
Mm-mm.
never, ever get that back. So use it wisely
Yeah.
Yes.
and,
Yeah.
make good decisions going into 2025, and, if there was something that you didn't accomplish last year, make it happen, Captain.
I
Do it
Yeah.
like
this year.
I like that.
Don't procrastinate. 'Cause I
Yeah.
think that's the biggest thing too. People procrastinate on their resolutions, and,
And
Yeah,
one
they
thing
wait
I
for
would,
the
I
procrastinate
right
would,
time. They wait for the right they wait for the
for the
right
right
time.
and
I'm
it
you
ain't
know
never
what
waiting
gonna
I
be the
for
do?
right
the time. I don't know what white time is. I
time.
don't
That means on time.
Yeah.
That means on time. Nah, but what I do want to say to anybody who's out there who beat themselves up because they fall off of the New Year's Eve resolution. I mean New Year's resolution. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace.
yes.
And
Because
jump right
okay,
back on it. Jump
yeah.
right back on it.
You know what I'm saying? And then and if you keep falling off, give yourself some more grace and then reevaluate it. Say maybe, you know what I'm saying, you got to do baby steps instead of saying you're
Mhm.
gonna run a 3K, walk a 1K, right? Walk a 1K. And then after you walk a 1K, walk 2 more, and then boom. Say, you know what, I did my 3K.
Mhm.
I didn't run it, I walked it. That's
Yeah.
all. I mean, the thing about it is once you give yourself grace, now I'm not saying make an excuse for yourself. I'm saying go ahead, give yourself grace, but with execute precision,
Mhm.
not just execute and just say like, okay, well, I'm a gung ho it. No, you know what I'm saying. Proper planning prevents poor performance.
Yeah, sure.
The 5 P's.
Yes. Say, share those 5 P's. We got the 3 S's, the 5 P's. Pimping ain't one of them, though.
Nah.
Oh,
Not no
okay.
pimping.
Is
No,
it
that's
pivoting?
I'm sorry, my
Proper
bad.
planning
I'm still
prevents.
working on becoming a better person. Continue. So resolutions.
Tell him,
Go ahead.
playa. I was playing, don't do
Yeah,
that.
proper planning prevents poor performances.
Proper planning prevents poor performances.
Yeah,
Hey, I need that on the shirt, dog. I like
yeah.
that. I
You put
like
too many,
that.
you put too many P's on the shirt, it's gonna look like nipples.
You said what?
You
What
put
you
too
say?
many P's on the you put too many P's on the shirt, it's gonna look like nipples. P. Why you got so many P's on your shirt?
Mind your business.
Let me stop.
That was funny.
Yeah, man.
No, I like this conversation, man. Really too, the whole quality of decision, the quality of your decisions determine the quality of your life. I really like that because you get a lot of people that make a lot of bad decisions, but then when they're in bad places, they're like, I don't understand how I got
How I
here.
got here. Like, no, mother lover, you got there on your decisions.
Yup.
Yeah,
Yes.
for real.
Yeah, man.
No, for
Make
real.
good quality decisions. So I would
And you
say
know
that.
what? Surround
Go ahead.
yourself by people who are gonna hold you accountable to those decisions, because at the end of the day, there's only 2 types of people. There's gonna be those who build you up and those who tear you down.
Ooh.
And
Community. That's why it's
surround
on my
yourself with people who are gonna be like, "Hey, I noticed you were kinda getting off over here, but hey, let me know and I can hold you accountable. We can talk about it. I'll
Yeah.
walk with you through your
Yeah.
journey."
yeah.
Find somebody who you can confide in when it comes to what that vision looks like for your life, because It does take a community. Find somebody who's
Community.
going
It
to
does.
encourage you, lift you up.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
the
takes
word
a village, man.
community.
Not even. It doesn't just apply to children and kids.
No.
It applies to us too.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I mean, for certain things that I want to do, I need to get around the right village, right? People that want to accomplish what I want to accomplish. We got to hang around other podcasters too, right?
Yeah.
To be successful podcasters, Bobby, you got to be around business people, maybe even some successful business women that understand your journey as a female entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
And Corey, you know who to be with. You man. So I got to tell you that. But I mean, no. Good point, man. Another way of saying that too. Who I heard this. I actually heard this from Sugar Free. He said, if I'm around 10 broke people, and I gotta rephrase it, right? If I'm around,
you gotta rephrase it, please.
If I'm around 9 broke people, I'm gonna be the 10th. So don't be the 10th, fill in the blank, right? Broke person, bad person, the 10th person making bad decisions, because that's very, very important. You have to watch who you surround yourself with. You become
you can't find yourself in that in a community, just like you're saying. You can't find yourself in a community when you're the only good person doing good things. You think that you're going to lift up those other people, but chances are they're going to take you down, right? Like there was a parent one time that told me, show me your friends, I'll show you who you are.
Yes.
There's people that surround themselves like, oh, but you know, I'm a Christian, I could do this, and I could lead them to God. But the reality is they're over here doing their own thing. They could care less what you're doing, and they're going to end up causing you to stray away from your values and your morals and your beliefs.
Yep.
You know what? I would recommend that. And actually, I got a question for everyone on IG, whoever's listening. Put in the chat. What name one of your goals for 2025 that you want to at least start? Maybe it's not a goal that ends in 2025, like going back to get your degree, Bobby. Probably not going to be able to do it within 1 year, but at least you take the first step. You know what I'm saying? What are you willing to take the first step towards for 2025? Put that in the chat in IG. Show us what y'all working on.
Show us what you're working on.
If you want to be held accountable for it and you don't have the community, let us be your community. Let us technically speaking know what's up and let us be a part of your journey.
Oh yeah.
Like I like to say, community got 2 words in it: communication and unity.
Ooh. I had to do that. I had to do that. We Crystal Sparkley just joined. I'm gonna ask the question again. Let us know in the chat what are one of your goals that you want to at least get started for 2025. Share that in the chat. And then what I was gonna say earlier was I recommend everyone's goal should be around the people you need to be around that you want to be like, right? Like I actually was just talking to the wifey earlier, and she was saying we need to find, those circles of real estate investors that are doing it, because we need to be around that, right? So
doing it successfully too.
Nice.
And that's how you find out about what? Loopholes.
The loopholes. Hey, don't forget, we got to do an episode on that. And I'm thinking too, we're gonna have to do it in different sectors, right? And Creative Native, he put part of his 2025 goals he wants to start is reigniting our love, him and the wifey. Hey, shout out to that.
There you go, man.
You know what? I got a same thing, man. I'm working on that too. Dr. Pooh, go accomplish, started to take care of old taxes. Hey, we were talking about that.
Yeah, we sure were.
I was listening to that episode.
Good job, Donald. Good job.
Oh, Donald, man. I felt that frustration too. And I was listening to last week's episode. I was like, man, I'm gonna get so much money for just not filing. Hey, much love to you, Dr. Pooh.
Yes, sir.
And then Creative Native says simple steps such as just going out to a quick breakfast or staycation, little things. Yeah. I'm working on that too, man.
Let me tell you something that I got some tips. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been at this thing for a minute. Let me tell you what you do. All right?
19 years.
This is what
19 years, dog.
19 years. This will be my 20-year anniversary this year. And it's gonna be a good one. So this is what you do. Do something abnormal. If y'all don't do DoorDash, go ahead, get on DoorDash. Order your girl her favorite dessert. And some flowers. Now, here's the thing. You have the flowers come 30 minutes after the dessert come. And then make sure that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, I got to go to the restroom. It's going to notify you on your phone, letting you know that they're approaching. Can you grab that from the door? Cool. She ain't gonna know. And boom, you're like, babe, who ordered this? Sweetheart, this is just something to tell you I love you.
Ooh,
Boom. And then
okay.
you're like, you know what? I gotta go to the restroom again 30 minutes later. Boom. Get them flowers. You get the flowers
Hey.
from, you know what I'm saying? Because the 1-800 flower shop is still on DoorDash, or you know what I'm saying? And then boom. Here's the thing.
He's teaching
We
the
spend
game,
money
bro.
when we go out. We spend money when we go out to movies. We spend money when we go out on dates. But if you, I mean, you're going to spend the money, but spend the money where it matters and make a memory out of it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
That's it.
Sure.
That's
There
what's
you go.
up. Hey, and then we got Crystal Sparkley shared her goal. I would like to get out more, expand her friend circle, work on her bachelor's degree, and find a decent paying job while in school. Hey, drop a bomb.
Good
Wow.
job.
Education is in the air. I like
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been thinking about going back to school myself, man. Real talk.
You know, I'm in school now because education comes in different flavors, right? I'm in
Yeah.
school. I'm learning. I actually paid for a program to learn how to invest in tax deeds and tax liens. So I mean, school comes in different flavors. Maybe the traditional academia may not be your route. I done did that. And
Yeah.
I'm done with that route and the avenues that opened up. I appreciate that, right?
Right.
Now I had to re-educate myself. And I'm in this program now, working with coaches and mentors. So choose your poison, right?
Mhm.
On what type of education you need, and pass that to the kids too, man. Because college may not make sense. I was watching, I forget the guy's name. He was like the wealthiest black real estate CEO. And
I
they
know what
asked
you're talking
him.
about.
I forget it was Forbes did the interview, and they were
Mhm.
asking him about college, and he was saying that he was in college and he realized quickly it wasn't going to help him get to where he needed to go, and now he is the most successful black real estate CEO entrepreneur. Right, owns
Mhm.
like all these different country clubs and stuff like that. He just needed an education in real estate, which he
Yeah.
couldn't get in college.
He
Right.
can't
Right.
get it. Right.
So that's I would pass that on. If the bachelor's is going to help you get it, like in cybersecurity, right? I know you're kind of in that circle, Bobby, and in the level up and inside the DoD, it's a requirement, right?
Mhm.
So I understand that.
Which is why I saw the vision of what I wanted to be in the next 5 years, and I might need that to get there.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't, I wanna be on the safe side and say, "Hey, I have
I
this."
have this.
Mm,
That's what I'm getting.
Right.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. That's what's up, though. Hey, say what now?
I have the associates in information technology, which if they take my credits plus my military background, and be able to put that towards the degree for the university that I'm choosing to go to, I'm really hoping I can actually get the cybersecurity degree like in a year and a half.
Okay,
Nice.
okay. You can holler at Daniel too. He just got his. If you need some tips,
Mm.
I got my cybersecurity degree, but I got that years ago. So
And in the technology field, the game is always changing.
it's
Yeah.
always changing, man. I got
Mhm.
that 2019. So it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I get my CEUs for all my certifications, but I'm stepping away eventually from tech. I'm going more real estate. But again, and I would even say also know when to pivot. Let's say if you're working on something now and you know it's the thrill might be gone, start working
Mhm.
that education for the pivot. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But no, this was all good. Any last comments as far as helping people get their New Year's resolutions going, getting those dream boards going? What y'all got? What y'all got?
Focus on the quality of your decisions and the people that you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's key.
Yeah.
That's key. You know what? I like that. That's a good way. So for everyone that shared their stuff, Creative Native, we're talking about, getting a closer family. You need to be around other people that got close family, right? Can't be hanging around single people because they not
Oh yeah. No. Don't do that.
me,
Don't
right?
do that.
Yeah. I don't hang out with single people because they're not working on the same goal I'm working on to have a
Yeah.
tight, close-knit family.
You know,
Yeah.
I have a close friend. She's been praying for a husband.
Mhm.
She don't hang out with single people. She hangs out with married people. She
Yeah.
asks questions. What works in your relationship? What doesn't work in your relationship? Should I be moving to this portion of the dating pool? Because I encouraged her. I said, maybe you got to get yourself out there because you're not finding anybody in the last couple of years that can meet your standard, and that's okay because you know your value and your worth, and that's
Mhm.
perfectly fine. She's on it, doggone it. She's beautiful, owns her own salon. She's
Tell her,
prime
G. Tell
prime
her.
individual. But
Tell, wait.
I finally encouraged her. I said, "Listen, I think you need to make yourself like a Facebook Meet profile, and it'll run through algorithms, so it's not like somebody's,
Oh yeah, they got the Facebook
random."
date.
Yeah, they got the Facebook dating, exactly. She's like, "Fine.
I
If
didn't
I
know
do
that.
it, will you be here and help me set up my profile?" I said, "Yes, I absolutely will, girl.
Hey,
We're gonna get you set up for Mr. Hubby to come through here because it's no longer gonna be a prayer. This is gonna be something where you can
Connect
action
and
into
touch.
into it." And I told her,
DWI.
this is the dating has changed.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, well, what if I don't want this person?" I said, "You can choose what the algorithm picks up. So people that you only want to, you know, I guess that the algorithm will pick up whatever she chooses on her, however she built her profile and stuff. So it'll only pick up
yeah,
people."
yeah. Hey,
And I
that's
saw
that,
too
man.
that Facebook doesn't show your friends that you're on Facebook dating, and it will not choose friends from your friends list either.
Oh
That's
wow,
good.
that's nice.
That'd be
People, I was
awkward.
like, "Oh,
Very
Like
awesome.
okay, okay, Facebook,
awkward.
I'm like,
cool."
it's complicated or it's
N
single.
no, I don't like that. Like, no, it ain't complicated. You just need to make better decisions
You
over
out
there.
there
Yeah.
thotting. That's what it is.
Not in
Yo,
the
we got to show some love to Crystal Sparkley. She said she just got her associate's degree, so now she's going.
congratulations.
Hey, that's what's up.
Awesome job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Final thoughts, Corey, on setting our 2025 goals and putting together that dream board.
Be committed and give yourself grace.
Be committed, give
Be
yourself
committed and give
grace. I
yourself grace.
like
That's
that.
my final thought.
I like that. And for me, man, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna be about it, man. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on Canva, update my dream board, start making sure I review my goals because I got all my goals written down on notes too. But then I'm gonna print it out because at least that way I got the physical. Because I like having the physical, man. But I'm gonna do that, and I encourage everyone that's on with us. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Just be about it. let's get that going, and let's have a fruitful, successful, healthy 2025. And that's a happy new year to all of y'all. Thanks for checking in with us. We about to sign off. Bobby, it's all right there. Tell them about Patriot Restorations LLC and how to get in touch with you, ma'am.
Yes. So you can find me at bobby.lopez.5 on Instagram, Bobby Lopez on Facebook. What you see is what you get. I'm the owner operator of Patriot Restorations LLC in San Antonio, Texas, and surrounding areas. Any water mitigation needs, and some people, when you say water mitigation, don't know what that means. Perfectly fine. When you got busted pipes and you have water spraying everywhere, we're the ones who come in and lay down those fans, those dehumidifiers, get that water taken out to prevent mold from building up. So just know we will work with your homeowner's insurance, no out-of-pocket cost to you whatsoever. We're here to help you 24/7. Give us a call.
Corey Giovanni, what do you help people with, sir?
So if you have a small business or you're an artist or you are entrepreneur and you need visibility on social media, you can tap into me at Corey Giovanni on all the social media platforms. Send me a DM message and then we'll do a free consultation and we'll make sure that we get you some visibility so that way you can have another footprint for your business as far as social media marketing.
Yes. And then, so for me, like I said, real estate is my thing. I had to reach out to the city of San Antonio today. They said I should have my permit by tomorrow. So when I get my hotel permit, I could furnish my short-term rental, and that thing is going to be public. So anyone out there, if you know anyone traveling to San Antonio for whatever reason, rodeo is coming. I don't know if I'm going to be ready for rodeo, but Fiesta, I will have the vacation rental ready for Fiesta. So Crystal Sparkley, I know you know folks that might be coming out here for Fiesta. So if someone's looking for somewhere to stay for Fiesta, tell them to holler at your boy. I am at tech_Von_go on Instagram. Get at me. Other than that, thank you, everybody. I wish everyone a very happy 2025. Happy New Year. And we out. Let's go.
Yeah.